Superb here to be joined this afternoon with Tanya and Eddie, who are part of Battersea Ironsides, one of the 6 clubs up and down the country that are nominated for Rugby Club of the Season. Good afternoon, how are you both doing?
Hello.
Hi.
Eddie, sounds like you're a superb rugby club, hence why you've been nominated for Rugby Club of the Season. What was it like when you had your first training session there?
It was really fun. We didn't really know each other. We quickly made friends with everyone. It was just really nice and welcoming.
Battersea Ironsides isn't just a rugby club, but has a far greater impact on the local community. Tanya, can you tell us exactly what that looks like?
We don't think that anyone who plays rugby should be disadvantaged because of their background and maybe financially not be able to afford the kit or the membership fees or whatever. So we have an inclusivity fund, and I think supported about 30 families last season. For the junior section, we have bursaries that allow kids that want to go into further education and do sports related things, gives them the opportunity to pursue that.
Can you talk to us about the relationship you have and the work which you do trying to rehabilitate young offenders?
We work with 3 Pillars Project, which is a local charity, and they kind of take the lead on ensuring that young offenders and people that are more vulnerable to crime have opportunities out of that through rugby and the discipline and principles that rugby kind of give you. It's kind of breaking down the barriers and the stereotypes that you have, some of the stereotypes you have with rugby. This is a sport that should be for everyone, and being in Southwest London means we have the opportunity to reach out to a whole broad amount of people with different cultural backgrounds, socioeconomic advantages and disadvantages, and kind of everyone's equal on the pitch.
Can you tell us about how some of the values that you've learned being part of a team, being part of Battersea Ironsides, has helped you perhaps at home, at school, or just outside of rugby?
Sometimes when we go to rugby festivals, we lose and we need to pick ourselves up and work harder next time. And if you're doing something, you work harder and harder so you can reach your goal. Another
excellent part of Battersea Ironsides is their ladies team and the work which they do with their women, which you're very proudly sat as chairman there. Can you just tell us a bit more about it, please?
The club's grown from non-existing as a ladies section 4 years ago to having over 70 players, and I think it's just the welcoming atmosphere as soon as you enter the doors. Like, we won the league this year, which is an incredible feat, and having 44 players play all at once at home was a huge deal for me, because all the volunteers, the atmosphere and the people themselves that really make you stay.
Okay, are you guys ready?
What are we doing, sorry?
Alright, no, relax. Everything's cool. Okay, I need to see how many burpees you can do in 60 seconds. No, I'm joking. Okay, I'm going to give you 15 seconds to tell the world as to why you should be Rugby Club of the Season. 3, 2, 1, go.
I think it would be amazing recognition for all the hard work the volunteers have been doing over the last decade, or 75 years exactly. I think it would be an amazing achievement. It would make us really proud, and yes, just vote for us.
You deliver above and beyond. Whoa! Nathan O, how are you? What are you doing on this call? Tanya, tell us, you're quiet all of a sudden.
I mean, I didn't know there was anyone else joining us.
Just to let you know, I'd be keen to get your reaction to this, but effectively they're working with prisons, working in the local community to break down all the different barriers. Got a thriving women's game, the men's team been promoted. They do a huge amount of charity work where they collect kits and donations and take them to foreign lands, take them overseas. This is all on your doorstep and you probably weren't even aware of it. I mean, how much are you impressed by all the work which they're doing in your local community?
Like, nothing's too much, I don't think. You know, the more you guys can do to kind of grow the game and get it to people that might not necessarily have been have played it without kind of your intervention or your help, like you said, getting it into prisons or like young offenders institutes, I think is massively important, because rugby can teach you an awful lot. There's a lot of building blocks on integrity, honesty, respect, and some people aren't getting that outside of the sport. So if we can, I suppose as a whole community, but especially as you guys, just keep doing as much as you can to kind of grow the game and help improve kind of the outreach of rugby, then that's incredible.